Hello students, welcome all for today's session. In this topic, you are going to discuss about practicing straight line beads on mild steel plate 10 mm thick in flat position using SMAW, shielded metal arc welding process.
Objective: at the end of this topic, you will be able to prepare M.S.Plate of 150 mm length, 100 mm width and 10 mm thickness. Select the electrode and set the current. Deposit uniform straight bead in flat position. Inspect the job for any surface defects. Let us now look at the required tools and equipment for SMAW process. Steel rule, scriber, prick punch, ball peen hammer, flat file, bench vise, tri-square, tongs, chipping hammer, steel wire brush, electrode cable and earth cable, electrode holder, electrode, personal protective equipment, SMAW welding plant machine and their setup accessories, C-clamp. Let us now see the pre-welding preparations for straight line beads on M.S.Plate 10 mm thick in flat position using SMAW process. Wear protective clothing. Prepare a mild steel plate piece of 150 mm length, 100 mm width, 10 mm thickness using hacksaw. File the cut plate. Ensure the job piece is free from oil, grease, paint, dirt, etc. Clean the plate surface with a stainless steel wire brush. Remove the burr by filing. Mark parallel lines on the job surface as per the drawing. Make a punch mark on the line to deposit straight bead. Set the job on the welding table in flat position with the punched surface facing up. Ensure the plate is contacting well with the welding table and the earth clamp is not loosely connected with the work table. Connect the electrode cable with the welding machine. Select 4 mm dia medium coated MS electrode. Set the welding current between 150 to 160 amps. Let us now see how to perform the welding process of straight line beads on M.S.Plate 10 mm thick in flat position using SMAW process. Strike an arc on a scrap piece and adjust the current if necessary. Place the electrode with the weld line at an angle of 75 degree to 80 degree. Start moving forward at a moderate pace and in a medium length arc. Deposit the straight beads on the workpiece on the punched lines from one end to the other. When the arc is turned off or when the electrodes are changed, restart the weld. Whenever the arc is broken, a crater is formed at the breaking point, and this crater has to be filled first while restarting the arc. Clean the crater and generate an arc at about 20 mm ahead of the crater. And return to the crater at a faster rate. Build the deposit so that it fills the crater, then move the electrode ahead. Finally, stop the welding and stop the forward movement of the electrode. Use goggles and tongs during deslagging. Using a chipping hammer, deslag the weld bead. Clean weld bead with a steel wire brush. Inspect the weld bead for any surface defects. There are some important points to be followed for straight line beads on M.S.Plate 10 mm thick in flat position using SMAW process. The bottom surface of the job should be perfectly clean to get good electrical contact between the job and the welding table. Always follow the current range according to the diameter of the electrode as given in the electrode packet by the electrode manufacturer. Check for proper melting of the job and electrode on a scrap metal piece. Check the deposited beads and note any variation in the width and height using a weld gauge. Let us inspect straight beads for uniform width and height of the bead, straightness of beads, uniform ripples, undercut, porosity, slag inclusion, unfilled crater,
Recap. Let us do a quick recap of what you have learned from this topic. Prepare the mild steel plate piece of 150 mm length, 100 mm width, 10 mm thickness. Set the current and polarity, then choose the electrode. Deposit uniform straight bead in flat position. Inspect the job for any surface defects. Thank you, students. I hope all of you understood this concept better. We'll see you in the next session.